Tonight, on this special Halloween edition of Legends and Cryptids, we step away from the shadows of individual creatures and dive into the mysterious and spine-chilling origins of Halloween itself. A night when the veil between the worlds is said to be thinnest, filled with ancient rituals, sinister folklore, and the eerie traditions we've come to celebrate. Why do we carve pumpkins? Why do we dress in costumes and fill the streets with ghostly parades? These practices are rooted in ancient customs that many believe still hold a supernatural influence today. For centuries, people have feared what lurks in the night on this haunted holiday. The history of Halloween is dark and it stretches far beyond candy and costumes. So let's venture into the ancient past where fear ruled and spirits roamed freely. Prepare for a night of shivers and stories as we unravel the spine-tingling mythology behind this sacred, mysterious, and sometimes terrifying holiday. The origins of Halloween trace back to the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, celebrated over 2,000 years ago in what is now Ireland, the UK, and northern France. Samhain marked the end of the harvest and the beginning of the dark, cold winter, a time associated with death. Celts believed that on the night of October 31st, the boundary between the living and the dead blurred, and the spirits of the deceased returned to earth. During Samhain, people would light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off wandering ghosts. This ancient ritual was meant to protect villagers from the restless spirits that could harm crops or bring illness. Over time, as the Roman Empire spread across Celtic lands, Samhain traditions merged with other Roman festivals, including Feralia, a day to honor the dead, and Pomona, the goddess of fruit and trees. When Christianity spread throughout Europe, the Church sought to replace these pagan practices with Christian holidays. By the 9th century, All Saints' Day was moved to November 1st, and the evening before, October 31st, became known as All Hallows' Eve, eventually transforming into what we now call Halloween. But while Christianity shaped some of the practices we recognize today, the deeper roots in Celtic mythology remain. Samhain's connection to the supernatural, the dead, and otherworldly beings still lingers in the ways we celebrate Halloween. The belief that spirits roam freely on this night fuels the spooky atmosphere we've come to love. Throughout history, there have been numerous eerie encounters and strange happenings linked to Halloween night. One of the most famous traditions, the Jack-o'-lantern, originated from an old Irish legend about a man named Stingy Jack. According to the tale, Jack tricked the devil multiple times, and when he died, he was denied entry into both heaven and hell. Instead, the devil cursed him to roam the earth for eternity with only a carved-out turnip to light his way. This is why we carve pumpkins today, symbolizing Jack's cursed spirit wandering the night. In more recent history, some believe Halloween to be a night when the dead are not the only visitors. Reports of spectral figures, shadowy creatures, and even cryptid sightings spike around this time of year. Stories from around the world tell of mysterious entities lurking in the darkness. Creatures like the Black Shuck in England, a ghostly dog said to appear as a harbinger of doom, or the Headless Horseman from American folklore, a restless soul bound to Halloween. There have also been testimonies of strange events during Halloween. From unsettling poltergeist activity to sightings of ghostly apparitions, it seems Halloween heightens the paranormal. Some claim that the combination of ancient rituals and collective fear makes it easier for otherworldly entities to manifest. Whether it's trick-or-treaters witnessing mysterious lights in the sky or homes plagued by unsettling phenomena, Halloween has always been a night when the extraordinary becomes plausible. Even in modern times, there are those who swear they've encountered something unexplainable on Halloween night. Strange figures standing in the fog, unexplained whispers carried on the wind, and animals behaving oddly as if sensing something from beyond. Is it all just a part of the atmosphere, or is there something truly mystical about this night? When it comes to Halloween, science often steps in to explain away the myths and legends surrounding this spooky holiday. Psychologists suggest that the eerie atmosphere of Halloween, combined with heightened awareness of the supernatural, can lead to more frequent instances of pareidolia, the human tendency to see patterns like faces or figures in random stimuli. This is why we might see ghostly figures in shadows or hear strange noises on Halloween night. Additionally, many of the frightening stories tied to Halloween may be the result of misidentifications or urban legends passed down through generations. For instance, sightings of shadowy figures could be easily explained by poor lighting or tricks played on our brains during heightened emotional states. The fear and anticipation associated with Halloween make people more susceptible to believing that something strange is happening, even when there are logical explanations. From a scientific standpoint, rituals like the bonfires of Samhain or even modern-day pumpkin carving are part of cultural memory and social practices rather than any supernatural influence. The psychological power of tradition plays a significant role in making us feel more connected to these ancient customs. Halloween, then, becomes a powerful night where the collective imagination takes over, and science suggests that it's our minds, not spirits, creating these eerie experiences. Experts also point out that Halloween's association with death and the dead likely taps into deep-seated human fears. The colder months when the holiday occurs have historically been a time of higher mortality rates, giving rise to customs that try to confront and control the unknown. While these beliefs may have once been rooted in genuine fear of death, modern science tells us that Halloween's haunting allure is more psychological than supernatural. Despite what science says, there are plenty of alternative theories and conspiracies about Halloween that continue to fuel its mysterious reputation. Some believe that Halloween isn't just a harmless celebration, but a night of real, occult activity. It's suggested that ancient rituals, originally designed to honor or placate spirits, still carry some hidden power. Some conspiracy theorists claim that secret societies use Halloween to conduct rituals, drawing on the ancient connections to the spirit world. Others look to paranormal theories, arguing that the combination of collective fear, ritualistic energy, and the long-standing belief in spirits actually opens up a pathway between dimensions. They believe that on Halloween night, the energy of the living and the dead mix, allowing for paranormal events to occur more frequently. Supporters of these ideas often point to the increase in ghost sightings and unexplained phenomena during this time as evidence. Some even suggest that Halloween might be a time when cryptids, like werewolves or skinwalkers, are more active. These creatures, tied deeply to folklore, are said to draw strength from the mystical energies of this night. And while science is quick to dismiss these ideas as superstition, believers argue that Halloween's ancient roots give it a special place in the calendar, one where anything can happen. So, could Halloween be more than just a fun night of costumes and candy? Is there something more sinister or supernatural lingering beneath the surface? The theories and legends surrounding Halloween certainly keep the mystery alive. Whether it's a connection to otherworldly forces or just the power of belief, the darker side of Halloween continues to spark the imagination. So, is Halloween just a fun night filled with costumes, pumpkins, and ghost stories, or does it truly have a connection to the supernatural? The evidence suggests that much of what we experience on Halloween can be explained by psychology, tradition, and the collective power of imagination. However, the lingering mystery surrounding its ancient origins, the eerie atmosphere, and the numerous reports of strange occurrences keep the door open to possibilities beyond scientific explanation. As with many traditions rooted in folklore and legend, Halloween continues to captivate us because it taps into something primal, our fear of the unknown, of death, and of the things we cannot fully understand. Whether you view Halloween as a night for harmless fun, or a time when spirits and shadows roam, the thrill of the unknown remains at the heart of this haunted holiday. But the ultimate question remains: is Halloween simply a cultural event steeped in history, or is there something truly supernatural about this night? That's for you to decide. After all, as the ancient Celts believed, sometimes the line between the living and the dead is thinner than we think. Thanks for joining us on this special Halloween edition of Legends and Cryptids. If you love exploring the mysterious, the unknown, and the eerie history behind the world's most chilling legends, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Tell us in the comments, Do you believe Halloween still holds a supernatural power, or is it all just in our minds? We have plenty more cryptid mysteries and strange encounters coming your way, so stay tuned. Until then, stay curious, stay safe, and enjoy the rest of this haunted night.